Hello everyone, it's me, Coffee Stitcher. It is the last Sunday in December. I think today's the 29th. And actually today I'm technically Apple Juice Stitcher. As you can probably hear, got a delightful little sinus infection. It sprang up on Christmas Eve and has kind of held in there, but I'm on a Z-Pack and a steroid. Steroid and caffeine don't do well together, so I'm having to do apple juice. I will also apologize. You're probably going to get to hear me sneeze and cough and potentially blow my nose in this episode. So if any of those things are triggers or bother you, I apologize. I will try to warn you of the coughing and the sneezing. Definitely the nose blowing. The sneezing, however, you may just get a sudden moment of my face collapsing in on itself before it happens. I may not get much warning. So, I do apologize. But I had too much to not do a video today. So, without further ado, about to sneeze, of course. Okay. Alright. We've got some Q&A. We've got plenty of haul. We've got a little bit of New Year discussion, but I don't have a whole lot yet because we don't have the assignment for Magical Stitches. So I don't totally know what's going to be worked on this week, so we'll see. So yes, let's roll right on along into the Q&A. Jasmine Ravenclaw asks, what does stitching mean to you? And that's one of those questions that I always find a little difficult to answer, because to me, for something to mean something, it refers to a more vague idea, like what does Christmas mean to you, or something like that. Whereas for me, stitching isn't really an escape, it's just something I really enjoy doing, and it gives me a creative outlet. So I guess that's what it means to me, I guess. I hope that answers your question. That's always a tough one for me to answer when people ask me, well, tell me what this means to you. I don't know. It may also just be the former English major in me wanting to react badly, because people will be like, well, what do you think this passage means in Pride and Prejudice? And I think it just means that they want to go to a party. So, alright, Seaweed Otter asks, do you have any specific goals for 2020 when it comes to things you want to finish, or a new year, new start, or anything like that? So my stitching resolutions, as it were, is finish 3, start 1. To try and get some of these things out. And also penalty stitches. So, now that being said, that's starting on January 1st. But I'll get to that in a little bit. I do have a New Year, New Start planned. It's going to... I've still got to pick my fabric and floss for it. But is going to be the Modern Folk Embroidery yearly stitch along. So the first part comes out on the 1st. So, looking forward to seeing what that's going to look like. And then, like I said, I've got to pick my fabric and my floss. I'm fairly certain, because it'll require a fat quarter for 28 or 32, that I'm probably going to end up doing it on blue, because that's what I have the most of. But we'll see. thank you to everyone who complimented, of course, the It finish. He really, really did love it. Once Christmas comes down, and then his best friend got him a clown, or not a clown, a balloon lamp that's from the movie. So we're literally gonna have an It shelf in our living room. So that's gonna be interesting to say the least. Alright, so that's kind of it for the Q&A. Of course, if you have questions, I always love answering them. If you don't have questions, of course, always comments are welcome too. But I do love me some questions. Okay, so haul this week. We got a handful of things. Now, some of this you're not actually going to be able to... One thing you're not going to be able to see because it's not available yet, but I did pay for it. When I was at Stitch Knit yesterday, I didn't get to spend all my Christmas money because I was sick and we didn't do Christmas until yesterday afternoon with my family. So, I still have a little more Christmas money to spend. But the Stitch Niche, for those in the DFW area, they are doing their first ever sampler stitch-along. It's available in 2 kit versions with a couple of different fabric choices. It's one of the Milady's Needle samplers. I don't remember which one it is offhand. Let me see if I can actually find that. It's a $25 deposit. If you do the DMC kit, it's only... with after tax, it's $60. So that's not so bad. It's also charted in the Versoix. I may have totally botched that. Here we go. No, it's, yeah, Alver à Soie d'Alger silks. The silk kit is $105.50. The DMC is $55, and then if you break it down individually, it's more expensive. It's gonna cost a little more. One Saturday every month from 1 to 4, the shop will be open to those who are in the club to go sit and stitch, and that's also going to be the first time that, on the first one is when the kits will be available. And it's, May Health and Peace Attend Your Days. It's a sampler reproduction by Gloria Moore of Milady's Needle, and that's the pattern. So this is a local thing only. So Dallas-Fort Worth, Metroplex. But we'll be doing that. So that starts on the 19th, so I'm super excited for that. So I paid for that in full. Then I picked up part 12 of Words to Live By. It says, "Don't count the days, make the days count." Alright. Then I bought some fabric. This is 28 count light khaki from Weeks Dye Works. And I will show you what that is going to be for momentarily. I also bought the DMC. Which I'm not going to show you because it's just DMC. Alright, then I got an order in from Under the Sea Fabrics. I didn't have a lot of money after Thanksgiving to spend on the Black Friday sale, so I got what was actually a fat quarter, but I had her cut it down into 2 fat eighths of tiramisu in 28 count Lugana. So 2 pieces of that. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with that. Okay. And then we get to gifts. So, the first gift came from Soldier Stitcher. She does not like linen, so she literally handed me this huge pile of linen. Only one of them is marked, so I don't know what any of these are, basically, but I got this lovely piece of blue. No clue where it came from. If anybody recognizes this as their fabric, or as one they have in their stash and can comment, I would appreciate this. So this is fabric 1. It'll work this way. This is fabric 2. This is the only one I do have a label for, and it's Silent Night in 32 Opal Belfast. And it looks like this was actually a half that maybe got cut down, because there's one piece. And another piece. There's this piece, which is beautiful, and this looks like an Under the Sea Fabrics. This is fabric 3, but I don't know for sure. But it looks like her general style. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me if all of these are Under the Sea, except maybe that first one. There's this one, which I think might actually be a whole yard. It's certainly big enough. Ugh. No idea what color it is, though. But it's linen. And this might actually be the perfect thing for Holy Moses, because I think this might be the only piece of fabric I own that's large enough. And it's a light enough sort of blue-purple color that I don't think it would detract too badly, design-wise. There's this little piece. There's this lovely square piece. Again, not sure who. And then finally, this piece, which I think is that vintage country mocha, because it's only on one side. So I think that's what this is. But I don't know for sure. Ugh. Alright, and then I got a lovely gift from a friend. They sent me... Wait, hang on, there's... They sent me a Charleston chew, which was kind of cute. A fat quarter of 28 count Elphaba from Under the Sea. As well as the Button and Beads Christmas Village, the Daily News, the General Store, and the Needle Workshop. So that gives me 4 of the, 4 more of the little village pieces to add to my eventual start. Pardon me. I'm going to try and do that off camera so you don't have to witness. Sorry. Alright, so then the other thing I got, which is technically not stitchy, but technically is, for next year for Magical Stitches, I had been looking for a planner, and I told my mom about that. My mom is a big planner person. So she got me this one. It is a customizable one. So I've only started with January, but it gives you little stickers so you can put your little tabs in. And you can... It's got a big monthly one, and you write in the dates, as well as any notes, goals, or birthdays, and then you have a weekly one as well. And it goes Monday through Sunday. So she got me that, she got me a bunch of washi tape, but she also got me these really cool pens. Pilot makes them, they're called Friction, and they erase. So I have to figure out my color coding still. That's going to be one of the things I'll probably work on today. Particularly, usually after about dinner, my head starts to get a little too cloudy for stitching. So that'll probably be when I started on that. Alright. So, this week, I did work on Jack's Halloween Dream. I tried working on Words to Live By. I think the sickness actually started up on me on Sunday, before it really started to kick into gear on Christmas Eve, because I just couldn't focus on that. And I even struggled to focus on this. But I did at least get all the way down and start back up on this. I was really enjoying it, too. Now, ordinarily, today would be... Oh, I'll get to that in a second. But because I was sick, stitching was very hit or miss most of this week. So I only got one of the actual items worked on. But I did, like, over 700 stitches. So I feel like that makes up for it. But I got a page finish on the Leslie Tier Wizard of Oz. So that's 5 of 9 pages done. Technically 5.5, because the page started just above the ruby slippers. There it is. There's close-up of Dorothy and Toto. Oh, pardon me. Pardon me. I did not see that one coming. I am so sorry. Pardon me again. Huh. Alright, anyhow, back to this. And then I also went ahead and I outlined the ruby slippers, or backstitched, in a dark metallic red. So they give a little sparkle. So there we go. I'm hoping to finish this one in the new year. There's about 10,000 stitches left. So 10 really good challenge days in Magical Stitches should finish me out. Alright, so, we don't have our homework assignment for the new books yet. The homework assignment this month was today was to post our favorite finish, and then to tell something we learned about ourselves. So it was a fairly quick, easy, simple, over and done, 10 points. So, I'm a little bit at loose ends. Because I will be starting a SAL on New Year's Day, I thought, well, and because I kitted it up, I thought, you know what, let's just go ahead and do a new start. So my new start is going to be the one on that Gingham fabric. It's from the Veronica and Ginger Fables and Fairy Tales book. And I'm starting the City Mouse and the Country Mouse. So I'm looking forward to starting it. I think it's going to be fun. And theoretically, a fairly quick stitch. Keyword theoretically. So we all know sometimes the things we think will be quick are absolutely not. So I'll probably start that after lunch. I am going to go ahead. I want to finish up that one little band that I've got going on Jack's Halloween Dream first. Before I move along. So, anyhow. I believe that is it for me today. I hope everyone has a terrific week, a very happy end to your year, a very happy start to your new year, and I will see you all in 2020.